Another good run. Whew. Man, I'm so fucking thirsty. Whew. No!
Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate the money. Send flowers, but you said you didn't receive. Like that girl is a real proud piece. Small world, all the friends know me. Young bull living like an old geese.
So today I'm shooting a CRANKWORX event and this is nuts. This is so crazy. Using some crazy camera. One of the photographers for CRANKWORX broke his arm. I got the chance to help him out and this is nuts. So to give a little bit of context, yeah, the guy's name's Clint. He's a really, really good photographer, works directly for CRANKWORX and all the other brands. Put out on his story that he broke his arm and he needs an assistant. And I was like, yeah man, I can definitely know how to hold a camera. And yeah, so it's shooting the dual slalom today. And then we're shooting the next 3 days after that as well. This is just an awesome experience. Yeah, this is just nuts. He's literally just left me with all these cameras because he had to go get something that he left at home. And now I'm just taking photos for him, which is just fucking ridiculous. Also, fisheye lens is fucking sick. I definitely need to get one of those for myself. But anyway. Just chilling in the shade here while the race is yet to begin. Just watering the track, staying out of the sun. A long sleeve black t-shirt was not a good decision for today, but you can't win them all. Still having a good time, even though I'm sweating my ass off. But anyway, yeah, the pro event starts at 5. So that's when it's like real pressure's on. Like obviously there's no real pressure for me to get the shots. So it's all about him and I'm just here to help him like change lenses, do stuff like that. But he said to me like, you know, you got a camera in your hand, see the shot, take the shot. So providing a second angle and also helping a bloke with a broken arm, but still an awesome opportunity. Excited for whip off tomorrow. That should be awesome. I'm gonna try film as much as I possibly can, but at the same time, I'm not here to film, I'm here to help him. So I'm pulling out the camera when I feel like I've got the opportunity to. And then I think I'll just slam this all into a YouTube video and then post it on Friday, hopefully. Yeah, he did say I could use some of the shots that I did take, which is super fun because I got an awesome one of the Red Bull riders, which was like super, super dope. And I got a couple other good photos of some other Aussies and stuff like that, so that should be pretty cool. Just honestly, this is just such a sick experience. Yeah. Coming at you, day 2 of shooting CRANKWORX. I spent the morning shooting some pump track stuff, some of the trials for that. That'll be going on tonight. But now I just getting posted up for yeah, getting posted up and ready for whip off, which should be a fun time. Should be pretty crazy. Got the big Canon. That thing is expensive and huge. On the plus side, photos from yesterday turned out quite well. A couple of them got sent away to our brands, which is extremely overwhelming for me, but like a great thing. But yeah, cool.
Panel of judges up here. T-Sage is out here. Stickman, GLD, as well as Duncan Rizzle. Carson Short. Again, just non-stop right now. And this is just the jam section. This is not even into the judging aspect of the afternoon. 4:15 out is when it's going to kick off. very difficult for our riders there if you start to get out of shape. Check it out. We are going back in time. Kenny Gannett taking the win. Innsbruck 2017, I will say, out of nowhere, but we didn't really see it coming, and he dominated the field that year. And he is side lane, starting to pull half a bike lane. She's got the long way around, but now coming into that short lane, doubling in, railing that corner, keeping it on the ground, pumping her way. Not easily. We're on with the advantage on the slightly shorter track, but Dula going double high and inside. Laurent gets it by 6/100. 6/100.
Hey guys, how we going? Day three of working CRANKWORX. My morning started off with a 7-kilometer run. Yes, I followed a group of CRANKWORX kids learning to do some trail riding. Super last minute, it got changed up on Clint that his days were swapped and it needed to be shot. So super last minute, I had no choice. I got on the old 2 feet and a heartbeat and I ran 7Ks, chasing kids on push bikes through like some crazy trails. It was so much fun though, like I can't believe how much fun I actually had. Like it was one of those moments where I was like, holy fuck, this is fucked, but holy fuck, I'm actually enjoying this. So today we have Aaron Style and Best Trick. We don't necessarily have any riders in particular that we need to be shooting. We do have Bass Van Steenberg or something or other. I don't know, still don't know any of the riders' names. But yeah, I'm not even sure if he actually qualified. I did watch one of his practice laps there where he didn't actually throw any tricks over the jumps. He just went purely for speed. So technically he scores a 0, so not even sure if he's made it through. But yeah, so I'm currently now on the Gondi down back to the village to go meet up with Clint to then go up and shoot the Canadian downhill practice. Which should be fun. We're definitely going to try to do some like really dark type of shooting with like light pockets and stuff, which would be fun to learn. Yeah, so far like, this is crazy. I've never had a video go for 3 days. I definitely will do like a video at the end of just like me talking again. Like I said, it's just so difficult to actually film when you'll actually, it's different. Like everywhere I've usually made shooting videos, it's like all on my own back doing it for myself. But here it's like, okay, Mitchell, you can't just set up a camera and just do whatever you want, because like you need to be doing shit and getting shots, which I have been. I don't know if I mentioned it, but Clint has been using some of my photos to send away to brands, like some big companies, which is just fucking crazy. I hopefully by the day I make this video, I will have some of my shots. So I can post them up in the video to show you what I have. And then I'm also going to link the CRANKWORX pump track video, because you can see me in the corner. Oh dude, what I just can't get over how just fucking grateful. That's honestly just so grateful. This summer, like not to go real deep here, but this summer in Whistler has just been good for the soul. Anyway guys, I'll see ya. I don't even know what will be next, but yeah, sweet. Hello. How we going? Just gonna wrap this video up. I know I did talk about, you know, obviously showing you guys the photos that I have taken throughout my time working with CRANKWORX or working with Clint, realistically. But unfortunately, I don't have those photos yet, and I do want to upload this video. It has sort of dragged on a little bit. There's been a lot of just really strange little bits and pieces that I've filmed throughout my time, but it's a good representation of like what I've actually been up to. So I'm just going to finish it here. I will just quickly just talk about what an amazing experience this was for me as a photographer. Event photography is definitely nothing like what I thought it would be. Like, and I know maybe it's just purely because of CRANKWORX and how busy CRANKWORX is itself. Like 3 11-hour days, just pure madness. I could only imagine what it was like for Clint, who was doing the same hours I was, but then putting in an extra 2 to 3 hours at night purely editing, making sure the brands like Fox and CRANKWORX and Norco were getting content, you know, on the day of the event and stuff like that, so they could all post it out on their social media accounts and whatnot. It was definitely an eye-opening experience. It's definitely a taste of something that I do feel like I want to sort of dive into a little bit more. It was just such an awesome experience. I can't express to you how crazy it was to just be amongst so many like-minded people who are all out there trying to do the exact same thing. I actually met so many nice people on my 3 days, and obviously Clint as well was an absolute legend. To touch on the fact that he was using some of my photos to send away to clients is just such an amazing, it's such an amazing thing for me, because like you never realistically have anything to represent like what the level of what you create. If that makes any sense, it doesn't really make sense. But like, as much as I thought my stuff was good, I never realistically thought it was at the point where I could send it away to brands and brands would be happy with it. But to have someone who's been working in the industry for many years go, yep man, that's a good enough shot to send to a brand, was just such a great experience. I can't even describe how like lucky and grateful I am. It was just really, really nice to know that this self-taught photographer could somewhat stand up in that type of industry. And don't get me wrong, my photos compared to Clint's photos I'm still very early in my stages, but to have some of my photos still be considered good enough is just such a great thing for me to know. It was great to learn that I have still a lot to learn. Clint just had such a unique shooting style where I only ever saw him once in the same spot as every other photographer. Because obviously there is some spots at some events that where, you know, it is a great spot, it's a great angle, you know, geographically it was the better spot to be in. But besides 1 or 2 events, he was always looking for something different, something new, which was like really, really, really great to know. Because like, when every photographer was turning right, Clint was trying to turn left and find something new and exciting, which is something that I really want to take on board with myself. And yeah, progress in this craft. But yeah, so I am gonna I'm gonna milk this a little bit, and I will do like a reviewing my photos video when I get those photos from Clint. I'm obviously not putting any pressure on him, because obviously his clients and stuff are number one. This guy who just helped him out is definitely not high up on the list. So whenever I get the photos from him, I will make a video and I will just do like a reacting to my photos and going and talking about them. But yeah guys, so that's sort of sorry it wasn't exactly the most well documented thing. Obviously it was a little bit out of my hands. I did the best that I could. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It was very much an amazing experience for me. It's something that I'm going to carry on with the rest of my life, because it technically was my first ever world-class event that I've ever had the opportunity to photograph, which is just crazy to think. This last 6 months here at Whistler, and I know I've already spoke about it, but this summer has just been
for me personally, and where I'm trying to drive myself in a career base, is just been outstanding. But yeah, so to anyone out there who's still trying to get to where they need to be, just keep on pushing and just be open to anything that's ever thrown at you, and don't be afraid to ask. And the fear of no is, just don't worry about ever getting the word no. Just fucking ask whatever you want from this fucking world, and I guarantee you, you might have to ask 600 times, but eventually someone will say yes, and then you make sure you grab that opportunity with your bare hands and fucking run with it. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. If you like it, that's sick. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I do upload every Monday and Friday, and it's like, yeah, just, yeah. But anyway, guys, go outside, chase your dreams, pat some puppies, and have a wonderful freaking day. Bye.